You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keetin. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Kourtney and Kim Take Miami After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Kourtney and Kim Take Miami After Show.
What? I'm in Miami, bitch. What? Uh-huh.
Let's get it poppin'.
Poppin'. Bitch.
Everybody on smash.
What?
I'm feeling on the ass.
What?
Don't care. I got a plan.
Uh-huh.
What's your say?
What?
We playing naked twister.
Are we on? Are we live?
Yes, you are.
Over there. What you doing, girl? Oh my God.
I love that
song.
I love that song.
Hello. We are just having a little party here in the AfterBuzz Studios. Thanks for tuning in. This is the after show for Kourtney and Kim Take Miami. And it's been a while since we've had like a full, well, we've got one person who isn't here today for sickness, but it's been a
Let's
couple
reintroduce
weeks.
ourselves.
Yes, I think that is due. So I'm Diona Vaughan, rocking a little different look today.
A la Kourtney Kardashian.
A la Kourtney Kardashian.
Little turban influence
little
right
turban,
there.
Yes.
And I'm Susan Hahn.
And I am Keetin Marchi.
And I'm Keetin Marchi.
I thought your last name was Martin.
Marchi.
Oh, Marchi.
So you had it wrong the whole
Okay,
time.
don't you know?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been in
Martin.
Keetin Marchi.
No.
I'm like, isn't your last name? You're like, no, I think I know my own
You're
last
like,
name.
wait, that's not your last name.
Well, anyhow, moving on. I just want to remind you guys.
Did I get bitch slapped?
Hey, that is so appropriate for today. But before.
Segue.
Yeah, great segue.
Segue.
But I want to remind you guys to download us on iTunes. It's completely free. And please make your comments and rate us 555. We go through all the comments. We read them. We appreciate them. Whether you have good things to say, bad things to say, we always love your feedback, and it helps us to bring you better shows, right?
Yep.
So you can also tweet us live. Yes, that was. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it was one of those moments. But so let's dig in. We're actually covering 2 episodes today. Bitch slapped, and we'll always have Paris.
It's Perry.
Perry, whatever. Paris, Perry, whatever.
kidding.
Ooh la la, wee
Martin
wee.
Marchi. Like,
Croissant.
Croissant. All right. Well, here's the interesting thing about both of these episodes.
Yes.
And I brought this up before we went live, but funny enough, both of them have to do with somebody, getting into somebody's business that shouldn't be. So let's start off with the first case of that situation is Jonathan and Kourtney. Do you guys think that Jonathan had any right to kind of insert his opinion and say what he said to Kourtney about her, not being involved with the business and all that kind of stuff so much anymore?
Absolutely not. I think it was between Kim and Kourtney, and they're sisters, and you never get in between sisters. That's the first rule. Second rule, I mean, Kim should have interjected and been like, thanks, Jonathan, I love you, but come on, this is between me and my sister. And then Kim should have been woman enough to just have that conversation with Kourtney.
Agreed.
Like, I mean, this is what sisters do. I mean, you talk behind your other sister's back. Like, that's just, you gossip. That's what you do with sisters. And, I mean, her and Khloé, they could have gone up to Kourtney and said something. And the fact that Jonathan was even in that room when that discussion was brought up was just like, seriously? Like,
Inappropriate.
Yeah. And if Jonathan should have just saw his place and backed out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is awkward. I don't understand why it wasn't awkward for him in the first place.
Do you think that Kourtney was just in slapping him? Like,
Yes,
do you think it was
I
right?
think sometimes when someone needs to get slapped, they need to get slapped.
And you think he deserved it?
Well, I mean, he started hitting below the belt, talking about,
Yeah.
with the whole Scott thing, and it's like, okay, you took it a little too far. You know what I mean? I mean, he's lucky he didn't get the backhand slap,
Yeah.
you know?
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that they seem to have bleeped out or edited out, like whole like phrases of what they were saying at each other. Maybe the Kardashians asked to have those pulled because those might have been like secrets or personal things that they didn't want aired.
Yeah.
But the way it was edited seemed very odd, and I felt like a lot of like sound and stuff was left out.
Oh no, I agree. Well, do you guys agree, or not agree, but do you guys think that Kourtney was in the right to slap Jonathan?
Okay.
Yes, I know violence is never the answer.
Violence is never the answer. I think with all the things that came out of his mouth, I think he had it coming. I do. I think he deserved it, and I don't think he should have been surprised in any way. And while, you know, I think she owed him an apology, I was actually really surprised, like the next day or whatever, when she apologized, because I'm like, okay, and where's your apology, Jonathan? Like, I was waiting for it. And then he kind of like lazily like said, okay, yeah, well, I'm sorry. He said a lot of inappropriate, hurtful things, not his business, and I think he had it coming.
And Kourtney is a mother. He was in her room, in her house, with her and her sisters, and he was the one who attacked her initially.
Yeah.
So I think she had every right to, you know, really, you know, state her claim. This is my, like, shut up.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't
right.
listen to her, so if that's all she had to do, then you got him out of there.
It just annoyed me that Kim just kind of sat back and saw it just escalate and just kind of, I mean, it went out of control, obviously. I mean, he got slapped, but I just didn't like the fact that she stood back. I mean, this is her best friend and this is her sister.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And I feel like as the one in the middle, and I'm going to bring up this episode on the next point, but I think as being the one in the middle, she really should have said something. And,
yeah,
and I think she
absolutely.
just kind of like sat back like, okay, you know, she's clearly the one that's closest to Jonathan. So I think it was her place to kind of stand up for her sister.
Yeah.
But I felt like she didn't want to like be the monkey in the middle. You
And
know?
well, Kim even called herself in this most recent episode, I'm a mediator. I tend to be the mediator. And if you're the mediator, then like stick
There's
up
a
for people.
difference
Yeah.
in being a mediator and a nosy ass bitch. Sorry. And I think that Kim was more of a nosy ass bitch than a mediator.
Right. Well, oh shit. That startled me. Shit.
That scared me.
It scared me too.
You scared me. I was like,
But okay, so conversely, I find it interesting this episode where Kim is once again inserting her nose where it shouldn't go with Jonathan and his partner Simon. Funny how she seems to be the catalyst for things like this, you know?
Yeah.
So once again, you know, you have Jonathan and his partner, and she takes it upon herself to invite him to this dinner, whatever, and all hell breaks loose. Like, what do we think?
I think that she needs to stop being a nosy bitch. I mean, that was so inappropriate. It's like you're having your two friends, which they're also business partners, and kind of hashing out their business in front of not just Kim, but there's Kourtney and Scott. And Scott's just eating his dinner like, hello. Like he
Like,
was
I wish I
enjoying
brought
the
popcorn.
show.
Yeah.
That was so
And it's
funny.
just, that was just not the time and place.
Right.
And I can understand where she was coming from, but it's kind of like she just makes a spectacle out of everything. It's just like, who was it benefiting? Was it benefiting her, or was it really to benefit her two friends? You know,
It was for, I think at the end of the day, Kourtney said it well. She said, oh, you know, you really miss hanging out with the, you know, the three of them, and it was a lot of fun. So I think she definitely had a selfish motive. She was only thinking about herself. You know?
I agree.
Same thing like what happened with Jonathan and Kourtney. Like, she could have stepped up. She could have inserted something and said, hey, this is my sister. You need to let us, you know, figure out the situation. But she didn't.
But then
you know?
it was funny because after the whole situation happened, she goes to Kourtney and is like, you really need to apologize to Jonathan. He won't even pick up my calls. That's your sister. That is blood. That is family. Like,
she should have been on the phone with him saying, you need to call my sister and apologize to
yeah.
my
Yeah,
sister. That's what should have
absolutely.
happened, not
Right.
the other way around.
well,
So.
and she needed to, and she needs to apologize to both Kourtney and Jonathan as well. I'm sorry I like let it escalate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
But
agree.
That's not going to happen.
But on a lighter note, can we talk about the cortaditos?
Whenever Khloé is in these episodes, I just miss her
She's so
so much. I wish she was in
miss-
every episode.
I know. I love
She's so funny.
Khloé. She's so funny.
You know what I want to see? This is kind of off topic, but I want to see like the Kardashians and Khloé, like the main person. I want to see a little Harlem Shake action.
Oh,
from the
yeah.
Kardashians.
That would be funny.
That would be a lot of fun. All right, we're just throwing that out there, Kardashians.
We dare you, Kardashians, to do a Harlem
little
Shake
Harlem
video.
Shake video. I'd like to see that.
Now, I know we're kind of like, we're totally jumping around because we're covering 2 episodes. But Keetin and I, we were watching earlier, and we made this really, I wouldn't call it like we made this observation.
Okay.
Now, her and I are thinking that Kim is pregnant already.
Right, that's what you guys are saying.
Yeah, she looks pregnant. And we're like trying to calculate because I know her and Kanye, they're due in July?
Yeah, she's due in July. So
Penelope was born in July, which is, and then they shot this in October, November, and Penelope was maybe 3 months here, right? So she was preggers. She looks preggers.
Or like very early stages.
Very early stages, but you
Because-
could tell because she's always wearing these like loose-fitting clothes.
She's sitting in ways where she's hiding her belly.
Yeah, and her skin looks fucked up. Usually it looks very airbrushed, but
all right, I was going to bring this up in news and gossip, but we can kind of talk about it now. I've been reading some of the blogs, you know, some are my favorites, and get some good juice. And there's a lot of rumors out there now that she's pulling a quote unquote Beyonce, that like she's really not pregnant, she's patting her belly because like one day they show pictures of her where she's wearing something tight and you see her belly. The next day she's wearing like white jeans, form fitting, and you don't see anything. So it's a little like, okay, what's going on?
This whole Beyonce thing really bothers me. And let's just talk about Beyonce because she's way more important.
She's awesome.
If you saw her documentary Life is But a Dream, like you could see her belly, and I just like, why would she fake her pregnancy? Because there was that one picture that her stomach looked.
I mean, there could be many reasons why somebody chooses to do that. Because I think when you're in the public eye, I think a pregnant woman, first of all, it's a great story. Second of all, it endears you to your fans and your audience, and third of all, I think people might look down on you if you choose to like have a surrogate have your child or whatever,
I get
things
that.
like that.
Yeah.
So I could understand the reasons why someone in the public eye might choose to do that.
Well, I can maybe see Kim doing that, but for Beyonce, I just can't see Beyonce doing that, or I can't believe that she would have done that.
I don't know.
But we never know.
We'll
Because
never
apparently
know.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are Satan worshippers anyways. Did you see that whole thing going around YouTube?
No.
It's like this crazy...
See, stuff like that is
I
just
know,
nuts.
I
But
know.
okay.
But anyways, going back to Kim.
Let's
but
get back on Kim.
She looks pregnant. She looks pregnant.
She just kind of looks a little like
Fuller.
fluffier in
Yeah.
the
Glow.
face.
Okay.
She
Fluffy in the face.
some people call that a glow.
Okay.
But
Others call it some good bronzer. Some
Well,
gold
lot of
powder.
that
She
on
has
today.
a lot of bronzer and a lot of spray tan going on.
yeah,
And
it's a little overkill.
That's some gold powder from MAC because I have it in my bag. So, I mean, I don't know. You guys could be right. Maybe she is pregnant and,
She looks pregnant. I don't know. We're just guessing maybe she was pregnant here.
Okay.
Early stages, but
All right.
still pregnant.
I mean,
That
she
could
might not
be.
even know at this point.
Right.
Exactly,
'cause
that's true.
She said she is trying to get off birth control, and she talks about. But and it's weird also that they've had all these like things come up about her having a baby and about like a few episodes ago when the Jenner her stepbrother came in and they thought like his wife was pregnant and then they were looking at baby clothes and then she
then
was
the
mentioning
whole
it
thing
today.
about
Yeah, she was.
She might not be able to have babies.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
I don't know. Well, only time will tell, and obviously if she's truly pregnant, we're going to see her grow and grow and grow, like July is just around the corner. So we will see. Is it time to go to Paris?
Is it time to go to Paris?
I think it might
do we
be
want to talk
time
about Cortadito?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Back to Cuba. Cortadito. So have you guys ever had a Cortadito?
Well, I've had Cuban coffee,
What's the difference between
but
Cuban
I don't know.
coffee and
But
regular
what's the
coffee?
cortadito?
That's what it's called.
It's called. I just
That's what it's
thought
called.
it was called Cuban coffee.
No, it's.
I've only had it in New York at Cafe Havana.
Where?
And
I love that place.
it was delicious.
Where can we get a Cortadito in Los Angeles?
I don't know. There's not that many
Probably
Cubans.
like Versailles or El Floridita.
That's
Maybe
where
that-
we went.
I know.
Remember? Is that Cuban? No.
I thought
fucker.
it is Cuban.
No, it's. Is it Cuban?
I believe
Well, Versailles is Cuban.
Okay.
El Floridita is.
we're having like an inclusive conversation.
Yeah,
So for all these
I
people
think maybe
who've
El
never been to
Floridita-
LA.
yeah, it
Sorry,
is.
guys.
Sorry,
Okay.
yes. El Floridita
Um,
is Cuban.
But what makes it like? Is it like a thicker? Like is
No,
there
I
milk
think it's
in
just the
it, or-
quality of the coffee, and they
Oh.
use like steamed milk, so it is
It's
delicious.
like Cuban cigars, but coffee version.
Interesting.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
Interesting.
there's cigars, but then there's a Cuban,
Cuban
cigar.
Huh. We're gonna have to-
Never
And then
tried
there's
one, so.
Starbucks, and then there's
There's
Cortadito.
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 Oh my God, Khloé was the best.
Looks like on Yelp it says there's a place called El Coconito restaurant, and it says people come there for the Cuban coffee and the cafe con leche.
Yeah, cafe con leche. That's
Where
what
is it?
Leche.
It says
Coffee and
it is 3508 West Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California.
3508 Sunset.
That's near where
so
I work.
that's
Okay,
like heading
you're the
towards
closest,
downtown.
so you guys bring it in for next week.
That's like, yeah, Sunset, Silver Lake-ish.
Remind me, I'm going to try to get some Cortadito. We might have to nuke it, but...
But let's get back on topic.
Sorry.
Speaking of getting back on topic, I just want to talk about something really quickly.
Tell us.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Cereal Buddies. Let's talk about Cereal Buddies.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Cereal Buddies, it's a new movie
Featuring our own very own Maria Menounos.
And it actually it premieres March 8th, which I can't believe it is this weekend.
I know.
Can't, it's crazy.
It's March.
Yeah, it's March already. What happened to
January,
we're
February.
Like, exactly. But it premieres this weekend in select cities. I believe 8 cities: New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Boston, of course, Atlanta, Chicago. I think I got them all. So if you live in one of those cities, definitely want to make sure you check out Cereal Buddies. It's supposed to be hilarious, and it's got to be good because Maria's going to be in it and a lot of other great names. And
Hilarious.
hilarious. And we plan on checking it out.
It is the first Serial Buddy comedy where we have serial killers get together on somewhat of a Serial Buddy road trip. It's got lots of laughs. It's got a lot of good actors. We have Artie Lang in it. We have Christopher Lloyd, who, if we all know Christopher Lloyd as Marty, we gotta get in the time machine. We got lots of great actors in this, so definitely check it out. Plus, if you like Christopher McDonald, who was Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore, he is also in this movie. So
I love Artie Lang.
definitely pre-order your tickets. You can get them at serialbuddies.com. And honestly, you can find all sorts of these at every theater we're playing at. We have life-size cutouts of Maria Menounos.
Oh, awesome.
Tweet a picture to Maria of you with that cutout, and she'll retweet it for you too. So we got a lot of stuff.
Do you know where it's premiering in LA on Friday?
I believe it's the AMC Theater in like Hollywood.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I believe.
Is there like a red carpet premiere or anything like that?
I can't announce that on air.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, moving on.
Anyways, moving
We'll
on.
always have
Moving on.
parents, so.
I think we got our answer. So, okay. Let's talk about Kourtney and Scott. Now, we know that this whole time, their relationship has been like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yes.
You know, we've seen that season after season after season. And now that they have 2 kids, it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like having kids has helped their relationship. If anything, it's starting to hinder it. So, I don't know.
Well, I love Scott and I love Kourtney, but then them together, there's just really not much, you know? I mean, I just don't understand why they sleep in different beds still. I think Kourtney is a phenomenal mother, and she, oh shit, my mother.
Beep.
Whoopsies.
Poop.
Oops. But I just feel like, I just feel like they do truly love each other. To say that they're in love with each other is
different.
it's just not. You know?
And I think the kids have like really brought out like the good in Scott. I think like
Yeah.
I used to hate him, and I used to think he was a
fucking hate
horrible
him.
person, and
so
he was
irresponsible.
rude and
Yeah.
irresponsible. But he really has come out to be. I think he's a great father too, but I don't think they're the best. Like partners.
Combination.
They're
No.
not the best partners.
I agree. I don't think that Kourtney really gives him a chance. Like when he, starts trying and, turning a new leaf and trying to prove himself to her, she never, just gives him his props, It just...
But she did in this episode, and she made it a very good point where she was like, you complain about me not trying or me not making an effort, but when I do, you don't make an effort either, and you can see that. And it's kind of like
agree.
he
Yeah.
kind of like cries wolf with her. He's kind of like, do you want to do this, knowing that she will say no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then he's doing his part because he did ask her.
Right.
So it's not like he's not trying to include her, but he knows the answer is going to be no. So I kind of feel like it's a catch 22, where it's like the whole boat ride thing. He's like, well, I'm just going to drop you off, and we could really, and she was like, okay, what the fuck, like I wanted to like go cruising with you on the boat, but he's like, I'm going to drop you off in front of the hotel. So I kind of feel like, but in a way, like, do you want to go to Vegas? She's going to say no.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he's like, but I want you to. But it doesn't matter because you know at the end he's gonna say no.
Sweet spot.
She's gonna say no.
I feel like their relationship at this point, like, it's a little far gone. And while I get that she was making an effort and saying, okay, let's go away, let's go to Paris, and really the only reason why this trip even came to be is because Kim was like, look, you know, you're
nosy ass Kim.
Yeah, exactly. Look, he's gonna cheat on you. He's gonna cheat on you because if you're not giving him what he needs, he's gonna go find it elsewhere. And she's right. So that was the impetus for her to even plan this trip. So if it had Kim not planted that seed, would this trip have ever happened? That's the first question.
Probably not.
You know?
And this is the other thing. I feel like Scott is always offering for Kourtney to join him on things. But when you think about it, the only things Kourtney really does is stay at home with the kids. And Scott does spend a lot of, or at least from what we see, I mean, we don't really know. He does spend a lot of time with the kids, and there is a lot of family time. And, you know, so he kind of, maybe that's not his favorite thing, but he does do that. So it would be nice if Kourtney maybe would, you know, make a little sacrifice and do some things with him, even though they're not her favorite things.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree. I think she needs to give him more attention. I mean, he's an only child. So for him,
point,
like, having attention is, like, crucial. It's like water, you know?
Especially now that the two kids are taking it all
Yeah, and he
away.
has 2 kids, and he's not even 30 years old yet. Or maybe he just turned 30. I don't know. But, you know, it's a lot on his plate. But I felt so bad for Kourtney. I felt so bad for her when he was like, can our friends come along? It's like, no, what the fuck, you know?
And that's what I meant when I said I think at this point this whole situation is so far gone.
I agree.
That's why he even went there to even bring inviting friends. You know, because he's like, well, you never want to do anything that I want to do, and you want to bring the kids, so it's like, at least let me, you know, let's invite our friends, and I can do what I want to do, and when we get together, we get together. That's why, you know.
Well, they did this whole love lock thing on the bridge in Paris. Do you think that they're going to last?
I hate to say it, but I really don't think so. Like, I think a lot needs to change about their relationship, but I will say at the same time, we're only seeing so much on camera. So who knows what we don't see on camera? Who knows if this is for the cameras? You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that we don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the, I think the most important things when you're in a relationship together and you have children is how much love you show to those kids.
Yeah.
And they love their kids so much.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that's going to keep them together, it's going to be that bond they have with their children.
But see, I disagree. I don't think children, you know, the love that parents have for their kids, I don't think that's enough to keep two people together in a relationship. I don't think one equals the other. I mean, you're married. What do you think? I know you don't have kids, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think that the love that they have for Mason and Penelope is going to keep them together as a couple. That's not enough. I don't think so.
No comment.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
know?
he's at Ferragamo, and it's like, who cares if she went to the bridge with Mason? It's like, you should have been there, and it's like,
He's trying on a new
I think
suit.
they're just so disconnected. I think that they truly love each other. If they're in love with each other, that's a different question.
And this is the thing. It's like we all were saying, Scott was looking good
Scott looks
tonight.
looking
oh,
good.
man.
God.
Like, if she's
That
not
coat,
careful,
yes.
somebody will steal him away because
That
those
pop
blue
collar,
eyes, the
little
hair.
fuzz on the-
Yeah, he looks good.
Whew, Scott.
It is just real funny because I used to hate that guy.
I know,
I
but
know.
he grows on you. He's definitely like, he's got a great personality.
He has a
He's
great
endearing,
personality.
He's charming. He dresses well. I'm sure he smells amazing. You know,
He just looks like it's like smell-o-vision when you see episodes. It's like, oh, that has to be some really nice cologne right there.
I don't know, but to answer your question, I don't see, you know, what.
But
It's just funny hearing you guys talk about this guy.
Why?
If he hears the show, he's gonna want to come on now.
Well,
he was supposed to come on
when
for Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah,
can we get a hold of Mr. Lord Disick?
Yeah, but Lord
Please.
Disick.
Lord Disick, and then I think
LD.
Something happened and he had to stay home with the kids. And
Yeah.
that's why he didn't come.
I will
Yeah.
babysit your children for you.
That's what we said.
Bring them
but-
in the studio. They're so
Yes.
adorable.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I love them both, but to your point, Susan, I don't know if they are in love with each other. Not the way that a married couple should be. You know what I mean? Like,
They're not married.
They're not married.
Oh, well, I'm okay. Two people in a relationship. Sorry. Back up. Let's switch gears for a second and go back to the bitch slap. So, did you guys think it was well, funny, fair, I don't know what word you want to put on it, that Khloé and Kim pretended to be Kourtney on their little press thingy.
No, I
and
thought
she
that
didn't
was
show up.
rude to the interviewers. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you just deceive them. It's like
Just be honest with them. Just let them know, hey, like Kourtney is not here. Because she is a mom. I get it. I get why Kourtney has to bail out on some things when you have 2 children. Like that's a lot, and one of them's a brand new baby, and one of them's a toddler.
Right.
Like she has more important things in her life, and yes, she has to do work. And I think she is right in saying, hey, you guys can step up for me because I do have 2 kids, but she also can't like put all the weight on their shoulders.
From the looks of it too, I was wondering, it doesn't seem like she has a nanny. Or I don't know if that's correct or not, but it doesn't seem like she does. It seems like she's like...
I'm sure she has help, but I think at the same time she's very hands-on.
Yeah,
she's very hands-on. But I think that she does have help. Let's keep it real.
That's true.
But yeah, but the whole part of, yes, her being a mom to 2 very young children, that has nothing to do with with Khloé and Kim lying to the
press.
To the press. I just don't think that was... That was very cool. Yeah, that was cool at all. I love the fact that let's stay on bitch slap for a little bit.
Okay.
Those Vespas, like, oh hey, guess what? I just picked up a few scooters for all of us.
4
what the fuck?
Vespas.
Exactly.
You want to know how much those probably cost? Those like
Yeah.
$5,000 each, if
That
not
would
more.
be a small
Not-
country.
yeah.
Shoot.
And it's like, and then I love how
Must be nice.
Chloe's just fucking cruising at like 4 a.m. trying to get her damn coffee fixed. And then what is like the luck of her damn key falling into the sewer?
Was that
would
I do
happen
think that
to
was
me.
staged though. Like, come on.
That is so funny.
That was like I heard that they actually have a challenge producer that's on the Kardashian show, similar to the challenge producer that's on Survivor, and who like thinks up of things and like shenanigans that they can get into, to make better TV.
Oh,
so
that's
like I bet you the
awesome.
lock thing was like the challenge producer thought of that and like thought like, and so they that's somewhat set up, and I bet you that the whole Vespa thing was, you know, they were probably filming Khloé one night really late, and they're like, do you know what'd be funny? Why don't you take a Vespa out? Like, and you know, to go get your coffee. So
yeah,
I want one of those
yeah.
in my life.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that there's definitely somebody, you know, a producer set up to figure out these moments.
You know what
Yeah.
scared me? Oh, and I wonder if this is that whatever producer, what was
Challenge
it?
producer?
Challenge producer to go to that spot where that guy got his face eaten off.
that was weird.
That is weird.
That is
Yeah,
nasty.
And I thought that was disrespectful as well
Yeah.
to everybody involved in that situation, and that's not a funny thing. Bath salts are scary, people. They're very scary.
And that was happening a lot for a minute.
Yeah,
like
for a
people's
minute. Like,
faces
what
were getting
the
eaten off.
hell? What the fuck? And people are like, bats, I can't use Epsom salt anymore. No,
No,
bitch,
not
we're talking
that.
about...
Not the crystals you like soak in the bathtub, but people really thought that.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I gotta throw away all my Epsom salt. I'm not gonna lie.
I
was
don't
like,
care about my soft, smelly skin.
I was like, what is
I don't want to eat
I don't want to eat anybody's face off. I don't want
God.
to accidentally ingest it. That's really funny.
not- it's a
but it's a
serious
drug.
topic. Don't do
It's a
drugs,
drug
kids.
Called bad salt.
Don't do drugs.
Say no.
Hugs.
Not drugs. It's a PSA for the day.
Do we have a sound effect for that?
Oh God.
That's
I fling this pin over at you.
AfterBuzz TV does not condone the use of drugs.
I thought that was a recording.
No, it wasn't.
Susan Hahn thinks this voice is a recording.
I want some croissants.
Croissants,
Croissant.
as you have to say them if you're in Paris.
Aren't you French?
I have a French last name.
Oh,
How do you-
Lemieux?
Lemieux, yes.
Le mieux.
Yes, but
That's kind of.
I don't speak French. I can pronounce it, but
Okay,
I don't
moving on.
Yeah.
yeah. Off topic, ladies.
Anyways, who cares?
Moving on. Well, here's what's interesting. There's something about Paris these days because, okay, these guys just went to Paris. The cast of Beverly Hills Housewives, they just went to Paris. What do we think is happening
It's
with...
just called a fucking coincidence because they're 2 different networks, motherfucker.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I think something's going... What is the conspiracy with Paris? Why is everybody...
There is no
Maybe I bet you
conspiracy
tourism people from Paris are thinking that's like their next next marketing ploy might be to reach out to American American reality television
That's
shows.
what I'm thinking.
And
like
so
where your
think?
head's going. Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
it's a really like smart way to do it. They probably like reach out to their fanciest hotels and say, hey, if you bring your people over here, you film here, we'll give you permission. You can go to you can film at all these special spots. And it's, it gets people into wanting to travel to Paris again.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's got more something to do with what she's saying.
Okay.
Well,
it's not
I think
just
you're on
a
the right track.
coincidence.
No,
The
it's
movie
not.
Taken certainly didn't help their
Oh,
tourism.
no, it did not. That was a bomb
That-
news. Anyways, off topic.
Yeah, stop
Mr.
doing that. We go off topic on our own. We don't need your
Mr.
help.
Lemieux, but yeah,
Lemieux.
I agree with you. I think it's got something to do with that.
Anyone see Les Mis? That's a great movie.
I just saw it. Well, excuse me, Paris, France.
France.
If you want some people, call in AfterBuzz, and us
Please.
three will volunteer.
I
to
will go.
I know. Yes, thank you, Paris. Please
Buddies.
invite us.
Patty.
Are we forgetting anything?
I feel like we are, and we're
What are
gonna
we
get
forgetting?
reamed for it. They're gonna be
Jonathan, Simon.
Jonathan Simon.
Yeah, we got
That was
Jonathan.
awkward.
Okay, let's talk about that, Jonathan and Simon. So, basically, Jonathan and Simon are partners, and Jonathan was the one who pulled Simon into his business however many years ago. And do you think it's fair of Jonathan to break away, do all these different things, and not put, any more energy into the PR piece? Like,
No, I don't think
like-
it's fair.
But at the same time, something he said was interesting. He said, you know what? When the money starts rolling in from all these different ventures, then he's going to realize, he's going to see.
Right, but what's wrong with a little communication about it, though?
Yeah. I agree.
What I more importantly, this episode starts off with Kim kind of like getting into like Jonathan's business, trying to like fix him up with the woman. Now, I truly believe that Jonathan's gay, and I think if he is, he should come out and be proud. It's like I don't.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I think he's gay. It would be nice if he just was out and proud, but you never know a person's,
you're right.
situation, their family.
It just confuses me though,
Mm-hmm.
as a viewer. It's like, okay, is he? Well, to me, I feel like he is gay, but he's just. I feel like,
to me, in a way, I kind of feel like he's just asexual sometimes, like with him. I don't see him with a woman. I don't see him with a man. I don't know.
I mean, who says, okay, give me a hug because I really hated you yesterday? Like to Kim, like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why him and Simon don't get along.
Why?
Well, why?
Maybe like there was some
there's
type of
tension.
tension there. I don't know. Prediction? I don't know. If he's gay, if he's not, he can come out in his own time.
Well, the other thing I thought was interesting when Simon said, look, this might seem like just kind of funny, haha to you, but this is my life.
Yeah.
This is, I deal with this day in and day out. This isn't a joke. And I think in that moment, I'm like, like he's being real. Like I really felt that. I didn't feel like it was a reality TV moment, whereas I feel like maybe with Kim and Jonathan, maybe it is more played out.
Challenge producers.
Challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas he's just like, look, I got a job to do. I'm working hard. Like they renovated the offices and homeboy didn't even see it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So something's not right about that. So I don't know.
Are we leaving anything out?
We've covered a lot.
A lot.
We've gone all over the place and back
lot.
again.
What about bitch slapping? What else? Did we miss anything with bitch slapping? Anybody want to tweet us? Is there anything that?
No, it was
We're
the
forgetting
coffee, the
Cortadito, the Vespas,
the Vespas, the
the
bath
bitch slap.
salts, the bitch slap.
The bitch slap heard around the world.
Oh wait, was the cat episode this one or the one
Oh
before?
yeah,
Oh,
there we
yes.
are, the cat.
Yes, how Kim got
allergy?
tested for all of her allergies. Now, here's the thing. I heard a rumor that the cat died.
The
but-
cat did die.
But okay, but the cat died while it was in the care of the person she gave it to.
I don't
Not her?
know. I don't know.
It
Okay.
must be. I'm wondering, like, and I was saying this is a little early of a prediction, but I'm wondering if the same episode they're gonna announce Kim's pregnancy will be the same episode that the cat dies, and then they'll like be like, oh,
Kinda
with the
cushion
loss
it.
of life, we have
A new
new
one.
life. from Kanye. So
You're so funny, Keetin.
She's so funny.
that's my thing. I work as a producer, so that's what all I'm thinking is like these storylines.
Funny. Very funny.
Are you a challenge producer?
No, I'm not a challenge producer.
You sure sound like one.
I am not, but hey, I will need a job soon. So any challenge producers out there, you call me.
What show do you work on?
I work on the Jeff Probst show right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Jeff
We
Probst.
didn't get picked up for a second
I was
season,
gonna say,
so,
did
yeah.
it? Okay.
It's okay though. Watch Jeff Probst. It's still on. So it's a great show. There's just a lot of talk out there right now.
You're funny.
She's so
You'll
funny.
be fine.
All right.
Yeah, that's
I-
personal, guys.
Awkward.
Oh
All right,
God.
I think it's time for a little news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So I kind of brought this up before, the Kim pregnancy thing, how in some of the blogs they're starting to say, you know, okay, she's pulling Beyonce, like, because they're showing pictures that are, like, within a week. Like, one picture, she's, like, wearing a black dress. I wish I had the pictures up here so you guys could see, but I think everybody has seen it. She's wearing a tight black and white dress, okay, and you can clearly see her stomach.
I saw
from
the black
side.
and white one. That was
Then-
not flattering.
No, but
it was white in front, black in
exactly, and it kind of
back.
had this piece
Yeah.
over it. And then, like, maybe 2 days later, she's wearing white jeans, tight white jeans, and like this white camisole and like a tan cardigan over it. No stomach, flat, like nothing. White jeans, and we all know as women to wear white jeans. You know what I mean? Like,
You just don't do it.
Yeah,
so
just-
I don't know. So it's interesting, but like that's kind of buzzing around the internet right now. Like, is she pulling, you know, Beyonce? Is this a fake pregnancy? Is it for the cameras? Is it for money? Did she sign a contract? I also saw on some magazine, I forget which one, but the cover was, you know, is Kim being paid $25 million or whatever to, you know, say that she's having this baby, whatever.
Well,
So,
do you think it's gossip?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know.
Do you think it's gossip?
I don't think it's gossip. I think Kim has been somebody who has wanted a baby, and she's wanted to be her mom her whole life. And so I think if she was pregnant, she obviously wants to be pregnant at some point in her life. So I can't see her making one up, especially when her sister Khloé, it's such a personal thing to her because she's having issues getting pregnant. I can't see her doing it.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Especially considering she's legally still married to Chris Humphries. You know, that divorce has not happened. She's still married to another man, you know, so it just, I don't know, it would just be like another like situation where, you know, she's disappointing the public and, you know, the 2-second marriage. So I hope that it is real. I do, for her sake.
Absolutely.
If it's fake, Kanye is just going to be like, hey, Kim, I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best fake pregnancies of all time. Of all time, all right?
Oh my, that was a good
Comedian in the house.
That's funny. But
I'm
you know-
totally beating a dead horse of
I
that
know.
joke. but-
Yeah, you are.
You are, but I have to say, and I'll say it again, Kanye West did Taylor Swift the biggest favor in the world.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
I've heard that was a whole publicity stunt.
It very well. It worked really
And that
well.
she was
It worked
Taylor
well.
was the only one who didn't know about it. Because the security guys didn't stop Kanye when he ran up there.
That's true.
So-
Would you stop Kanye, though?
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
can you stop Kanye?
Okay, little Taylor Swift is up on the stage and drunk Kanye is running up after her. There are people that are going to stop
It's
it.
called TV Gold. They're not going to stop TV Gold.
A, I agree with you on the TV Gold. B, because it was, you know what, the MTV Awards or whatever, they
was
didn't.
it the MTV Awards or was it the Grammys?
It's the VMAs.
Oh,
VMAs.
VMAs.
It
It was
was the
VMAs.
VMAs.
Who
VMAs.
knows if it could have been some funny skit? Because you know how they do shit
Yeah,
like that all the time.
Because
Somebody
I was
comes
like,
from
what the hell
audience.
is Kanye doing? And then at first I was like, what's he gonna say?
I think everybody knew about it except Taylor.
Oh.
Well, not to switch gears, but I kind of, you know, he did her a favor.
did.
And it could be the same case with this situation. Maybe he's doing Kim a favor. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Did you guys
don't
did you
know.
guys see that Kylie Jenner, little sister to our girls Kourtney and Kim, she was out on a date with Jaden Smith in London with Mr. Will Smith was chaperoning. Is that I mean, how old is Kylie? I know Jaden's 14. Is Kylie 14 or 15?
15,
Or
I want to say.
16.
Yeah, 15 or
A
16.
little cougar already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jaden's cute though.
He is.
I
And
love
he's
them some
so
brown boys.
smooth.
Who?
The whole family.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love
Oh,
them some
yeah.
brown boys.
Not
I tell you.
Courtney.
Huh?
Not Courtney. Courtney likes them sunburned.
Okay. She's the only
preppiest
one.
white guy.
Yeah.
So funny. What else? Did I have something else? I feel like there was something else I wanted to bring up in gossip. saved it on my. Oh, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. What's going on? Are you fanning? Okay? All right, Mr. Lemieux.
He's thinking about Scott right now. He's fanning himself.
I know he's fine. They had this sexy little photo shoot. Did you guys see the pictures?
Yeah,
it was quite sexy. What'd you think about?
I have not
them
seen those
revealing.
photos.
Yeah, they're really like trying to see if I can pull something up on my phone.
Oh my gosh, reaction shot
can you-
about to happen.
yeah.
Shiitake
Is there anything? Well, is
Where
there
are they
any-
being published in?
Well, let's go to
It's a French magazine.
let's go to predictions while we're pulling that up.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Predictions.
Okay, so does Kim have a new job as like a bounty hunter or working for cops or something? Like, what is this like missing child business? Like,
I don't know.
the weirdest thing.
Yo no sé. I don't know.
What the hell is that?
Why is Kanye letting his baby mama get in a cop car, and go like
I
down?
don't
Like,
understand.
why is that happening?
Chicken and waffles. That sounds good.
That seems like the strangest, most outlandish thing. So the chat. That's
Chicken
probably
and
chat.
waffles?
Yes, that as well. That chicken and waffles, potato chips are kind of like Kim, like going to do.
What is this? Asian and black?
Guys, we can't even stay on topic during predictions. Come on.
But no, yeah. What's her like? I really wonder what this is all about. Like, what kind of? I don't know if she's joining forces with another reality show or if I don't know. But like, I can't wait to figure out what the deal is.
Yeah, I mean, nothing like Kim Kardashian walking up in like her Manolos and her like.
Freeze, bitch.
Yeah, like stop it. I don't. It just seems like a big publicity stunt. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then what she said earlier, which I think is a great prediction, with the cat passing of Mercy and then revealing of the baby. I think that would be a great prediction. If that happens, wow.
I agree with you. I think that would be the perfect timing to reveal those two things. So, only time will tell, my friends. Only time will tell. Well, thanks, guys, for putting up with us. Sorry for we were just having a lot of fun.
We were having
today.
a lot of fun.
today.
I don't think we need Jason anymore, Chuck.
I don't know. Get better, Jason.
We
Feel
love
better.
him.
But thanks,
so
guys,
much.
for tuning in. Don't forget to make sure you download the show. It's completely free. And comments. Please make your comments. We love when you do. We always go and read them and, improve ourselves and rate us. Actually, we were in the top,
10.
Top 10.
Top
Yeah,
10.
we were in the top 10.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, not we, because it was only Jason. Who
Well, still, the damn
last
show,
one.
okay?
Jason by himself.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table. Where can we find everybody?
You can follow me on Twitter at It's Susan Hahn.
You can follow me on Twitter at KeetinM33.
I love that, Keetin-M33. And you can find me on Twitter at Go2GirlTV. That's Go2GirlTV. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.